a lot of you might have known from some of the previous videos, you know, I was out here, we installed the windows. It's a water managed system. So, you know, go check out that video where I talk about the sill. But we have our MyVest 700 gone up here. You can see there's that flap I talked about in a previous video where this flipped up, this slid under, comes over and taped. And I'm guessing this is a pretty aggressive.
Yeah, it's very aggressive.
Yeah, you're not.
No.
You're gonna tear the system apart before you have
Absolutely.
that. So this is our highly permeable weather resistant barrier, WRB. And on top of this, we're gonna put furring strips and we're gonna put our siding system.
Correct.
On top of there, we have our triple glazed windows that we source through European Architectural Supply. You know, for people out there that sit there and say, oh, this is overkill, oh, look at what, this is craziness. We're in South Dakota, climate zone 6.
Yep.
And I know I've been out here with some pretty fierce weather, but I'm sure you've had even worse having lived here. But it's not uncommon for this house in February to be 0 or below 0 with a 50-mile-an-hour wind hitting this house.
Absolutely, yep.
Right? So, you know, you have to ask yourself, if I was building a house or if I was coming out here to stand out here for an hour, how would I dress? Pretty drastic.
Very drastic.
Yeah. So we want to be complementary to that in the homes we build. Now, we're putting up a siding. We're going to get to that. But before we do the siding, we have our window casings. And in this case here, we're using a Boral product.
Correct.
Right? It's a fly ash recycled. And those you're bench topping.
Yep.
Right? And we have the sill, and we'll check it out over there. But those go on, and now we have kind of the parameters or the limits to where we bring our siding to.
Yep, that's correct.
So if we take a walk down here, now this section of the house gets a vertical diamond coat siding.
That's right.
And so to do that, we can't just have the vertical rain screen. We actually had to double it up and push this out. But we accounted for all of that.
Yep.
Right? And this is that Boral product, and this we used, this was a 6/4.
This is a 6/4, correct.
And this is all 5/4
That's
product.
all 5/4, yep.
And it's all blind screwed and nailed.
Yep.
And you bench top these, and I greatly appreciate, you know, the windows have a weep hole, and you can see Josh gave us a good 3/16 inch strong space there. So if there's any water that does get into that window system, it has the ability to drain out on that system there. Do you want to speak to, was the Boral pretty easy to work with?
Oh yeah, it's very easy to work with. I mean, it's a little bit dusty, so you have to make sure, especially sure that you wear a mask and your safety glasses and everything when you're working with it. But yeah, we just ran, you know, everything through the table saw. Like these sills, we had to run through probably 5 or 6 times just to get the profile we wanted, but you know, no big deal.
Yep.
Then just kind of had to, you know, hit this with a planer, you know, so we got the marks out and stuff, and then ran these through the table saw once, you know, chop them with a miter saw, screw them together, good to go, ready for paint.
And I see you have the little kerf under there.
We have a little water drip kerf
there.
Yep.
Yeah. And then that drains down, and I know a lot of people always ask, here we're just using 2 layers of 3/8 inch core vent.
Yep, that's correct.
And that's basically to keep any bugs or anything from climbing in, but it also allows air in and water out.
Yep, absolutely.
So we can drain that system. And if you know, I can reach up there and I can feel that flap of the Sega tape.
Yep.
You know, I can stick my hand down here. You can see the fingers there. So we have very adequate drying up and draining down.
Correct.
In this wall system. And in this section, we're using Diamond Coat's Woodmark
Nickel gap.
nickel gap.
Yep.
And so this isn't their digital printed product. This is their painted.
This
is digital.
Yep.
But this is the wood grain.
This is the wood grain version.
I'm still trying to figure out, you know, all the different levels. So yeah, this is digitally printed.
Yep.
Who would have known, you know, 30 years ago, I'd be standing on a project talking about siding that was printed.
Yeah.
To look like wood, not painted. And you know, this has the rough texture. Now they come out and they have the finer smooth texture.
Smooth texture, correct.
That's still printed there. I know you're a big fan of Diamond Coat.
Oh yeah, I love Diamond Coat.
You know, I'm assuming easy to work with.
Very easy to work with. It goes up, you know, super fast, and the the pre-finish and everything on it is superb. It's the best pre-finish I've ever used. And then they have a nice system for touch-ups and everything. They send out, there's a couple different sizes you can get for your touch-up, depending on the size of your project. But yeah, they have different like pens and stuff for touching up nails, and they have like a roller for touching up edges of boards and stuff, and they make everything easy for us.